everybody, I just ate some churros and now I'm nauseous. I don't know how that's relevant to anything, but yeah. Anyways, I made a poll recently that you guys could have like chosen what I would make for a video today, and you guys chose like me drawing my OCs. Well, at least currently that's what you guys have chosen. I don't know if it'll change in the future, but whatever. But right now I'm drawing a newer character, and his name's Zeke. And this time lapse is actually gonna be a short, but I feel like I'm still trying to work out his like character design, and I kind of messed up in the drawing as well, because I made a short of me drawing Eddie, and like the drawing was more sketchy, but I didn't know that, even though I was literally directly looking at the drawing like the whole time. But I kind of wanted to make like a series of drawings, so this was gonna be like the second drawing in the series, but I kind of messed up because I didn't make it look sketchy like the first one, and I'm like, whoops. So I might end up redrawing it in the future, but I don't really know. I remember when I first drew Eddie, I remember I was playing with my siblings, and then a character design just popped up into my head. Like, not a full character design, but like a color scheme for like the head, like not gray, like mint skin, and then like pink hair. And then I started messing around with the character design. Like, I actually started drawing it, and then Eddie was born. And then a week later, I was at my youth group, and then I was kind of just zoning out a tiny bit. And then I imagined this character Zeke, which not obviously, but like I didn't imagine him how he looks like right now. I imagined a character with like yellow skin, and then like these big white glasses thingies, and like blue hair. So I'm still trying to figure out his character design, as you could probably see in the time lapse. But yeah, I imagine Zeke to be very energetic and a little bit annoying. So with the next art piece, I actually didn't know what I was gonna draw, so I kind of just started drawing, and then it kind of just came to me. So for some context, I have this character named Funny Bunny, and I've done a few things here and there with him on this channel, and I imagine that in like his story there's like an alternate version of himself, and his name's Hare, just to kind of be similar with like Funny Bunny. I know it's kind of like a weird name, but I don't really care. I just realized this is kind of creepy. Although I do imagine the story that this character's in is a bit more like creepy, but I imagine that Hare was caught doing something. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys can have your guesses. But for this drawing, I knew I wanted to draw a specific character. I just didn't know what I wanted him to do, because I didn't just want him to stand there just looking at you like I don't know. So I decided to look in my notes app, because I like to write stuff down about like the stories my characters are in, and there's one that just says Sylvester is really close to Jesse's face and I thought that was funny, so I'm like, you know what, let me draw that. So technically all these characters you see in this video have been shown on my YouTube channel like once at least, but Jesse and Funny Bunny and also Zeke have not been drawn before. So, well, they have been drawn you know what, you can piece together what I'm trying to say, because I know Sylvester has been on this channel a couple times, and now that I remember, I have drawn Jesse once. Aw, dang it. But anyways, let me just talk about what's going on here real quick. So I have a story that the placeholder name is kind of called the Jester story, but I'm debating calling it Tales of Jesse, but kind of thinking about it, I'm like, is that a good name? But anyways, the main character is Jesse, and Jesse is a 12-year-old little boy, and in their universe, you are labeled either as a jester, mime, or clown. And Jesse is the prince of like the Jester King. Yes, there are kings in this universe. But Jesse's the little prince, and he has this little like royal advisor, or I don't really know. Basically, there's this character named Pierre that takes care of him, because apparently the king, like the Jester King, don't got time for his son, or honestly I don't know if they're actually related, but we're not getting into that. But basically Pierre kind of like raised him since Jesse was like a little infant or whatever. And one day when Jesse was 12, which he's 12 now, so yeah, okay, I'm trying to sum this up. So basically Jesse's like, I don't want to be a jester anymore, and Pierre's like, what? Keep in mind, Pierre's like a stickler for the rules, so he's like, what are you talking about? Because in their universe, you're kind of forced to be a jester, clown, or mime for the rest of your life. So basically Jesse's like, I don't want to be a jester anymore, and I heard there's this guy named Sylvester that can help me with that. Because in Jesse's mind, he wants to like go to the kings, there's 3 kings in this universe, because he thinks since he's the prince, he can probably change the king's mind about like forcing everyone to be jesters or whatever. Because he knows he's not the only one who hasn't wanted to be the thing they've been assigned to be. And he thinks, oh, maybe I can like get them like change their mind when they're all together. Because once a year, the three kings kind of like come all together to talk about kingly things or whatever. But nobody really knows where they gather. But Jesse found out that there's this one guy who knows, and his name's Sylvester. And Pierre's like, what? You can't go to Sylvester. He's a psycho. Oh, and keep in mind, Sylvester's in jail right now. So that's great. And Jesse's just like, I don't care. Which, to be honest, Jesse kind of sounds like a brat right now. But honestly, he'd probably say it way nicer than I just said. But I'm just trying to sum up the story. So basically, they went to jail. Wait, they didn't go to jail, but like they went to the prison so they can get like Sylvester out. And okay, Sylvester is a character. I love him. Basically, he is a bit crazy and basically makes everyone uncomfortable. So basically, Jesse goes to like his jail cell thing and he's like basically tells him what he needs him for, and if he does it, then he'll earn his freedom, I guess. And I imagine like Sylvester cannot go a sentence without laughing. And then Jesse's like, why are you laughing so much? And then Sylvester just looks like, I am a little crazy without my tea or something. And Jesse's like, what? Sylvester says, I need my tea or else I'm gonna be insane. And he says this like hysterically. And then Pierre kind of just scooches to Jesse and Pierre says, this guy's crazy, let's get out of here. But to sum it up even more, basically Jesse got him out of the jail cell and they got him some tea so he can calm down a bit, even though he still laughs here and there and his common sense is a bit weird. But I imagine Pierre is really skeptical of Sylvester, which I guess that's fair. Because I imagine there's a scene that Jesse's like, oh, we're gonna get like him out of here, and Pierre's like, no, he's a criminal, he's in jail for a reason. And Jesse says, well, it's a dumb reason because he's a mime. And he probably just came in here for like breaking a rule as dumb as not being allowed to speak. Because I imagine that Sylvester is a mime, and in their universe, mimes are not allowed to speak. But Sylvester doesn't care. And also Pierre is a clown. So I imagine the drawing that I'm doing right now is like the moment Sylvester gets out of his jail cell and he just gets extremely close to Jesse's face. And Jesse kind of knows that it's like, okay, this guy is a bit crazy, but I still need him. And he's probably not as crazy as we may think. Oh, and by the way, there is a reason why Sylvester is this way, but I'm not gonna tell you guys. Probably in the future, but I don't think I have enough time to talk about that in this video. And I honestly don't even know if you guys are interested or not, so yee. Oh, and really off topic, I just want to thank all of you who have commented on my videos, and also for those of you who actually watch my videos too. So I don't know, I feel like all you guys are so nice, and you're all very encouraging as well. Because I know the internet can be a very scary place, and a lot of people can be really mean, but so far you guys aren't like that, so I'm very grateful for that. Anywho, so in the last drawing I drew Jesse, and I kind of just wanted to draw him again. And oh my gosh, it's so hard to draw the same character, like the same every time. Because in the last drawing, Jesse looks different to how I drew him here, which I'm like, whoops. Which I'm pretty sure, like, I know why, but I just didn't fix it. And dang, those eyes look anime. But my friends have told me on multiple occasions that Jesse looks like a girl, and I look at them and I'm like, you're right. Because Jesse has like a jester hat that kind of gives the illusion of ponytails, and also I feel like he just looks really cute, so I feel like it makes him look like a girl, which at the same time I'm like, you know what, I don't care, because I feel like honestly that would kind of be something funny that would happen in the story. Like when Sylvester first meets them, he's just like, hello little princess, and he's just like, I'm a boy. And Sylvester's like, oh. I don't know if you guys know about the show Bluey or not. If you don't, what's wrong with you? No, I'm just kidding. But it just feels like that situation when like the majority of people thought Bluey and Bingo were boys, and then there's just that one episode where it's like, I'm a girl, and everybody's like, oh, what? But in this drawing, I imagine that Jesse is just like, he made like a little drawing of him and Pierre like together. I just imagine that Jesse's like the most wholesome, sweet little kid. But honestly, he's also really brave. Like, there's some stuff that happens in the story later on that, oh dang, poor Jesse. I'm not gonna tell you what happened. Let's just say it broke Pierre's heart to see it happen. Anyways, those are all the drawings that I did today. We have Zeke, the little gremlin, and then we have Hilarious Hare, part of this weird circus, and then we have Jesse with Sylvester, and I also talked about Pierre, but I didn't really draw him, unless you count this. But yeah, I hope you like seeing me draw like my characters, even though some of them were kind of creepy. But yeah, that was pretty much it, so bye. You know, recently someone asked me if there's anywhere to send fan art to me, and I'm like, oh, at the time I didn't, but I do now. So basically, if you guys have fan art or want to send me fan art for some reason of my characters, I have an email now. It's pinkink1239@gmail.com. I totally wasn't struggling to remember anything. Anyways, but if you watched all the way to the end, then put a clown emoji in the comments.